Well, hello, my beautiful friends. It's Shalia. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Have you ever wanted to upcycle at the time bending table? You know, the one that comes with the expansion pass in Disney Dreamlight Valley, but it just looked too complicated to do so you just never did it? Well, I'm here for you. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how this thing works and why, if you have the items to dismantle and the mist, why you're going to just love this thing. And once you get the hang of it, you'll be dismantling and upcycling before you know it. So let's get started. So the first thing I suggest you do is empty out your backpack, with the exception of energy food. You won't need energy food for this project, so it really doesn't matter if you have it on you or not. This is just so you'll have space to put anything you want to dismantle. This will help you see what you have to dismantle, and it will help you keep track of items that you've upcycled. It's very important that you stay organized during this process. Now, after you've made room in your backpack, you will need to have some gifts, some fragments, and level 1, 2, or 3, or all cores, and some time-bending parts. It's a lot easier if you already have a stash of these items in storage, but if you don't, you can gather these items by using your hourglass around Eternity Isle and your valley, and make sure you grab your time-bending helper because they will definitely help you collect extras of these. And don't forget, make sure you use your hourglass on the orbs around both your valley and Eternity Isle as well. Also, another great tip is while you're time bending, make sure you have the hold on to make collecting these items easier. You can turn this on under settings, gameplay, and then turn on hold to complete time bending. You can also turn on hold for fishing here and turn off or on those little annoying scramble coin bubbles over villager heads, just in case you didn't know that. There are a couple important things you need to know before we start dismantling and upcycling items. You need to know what you need first. Basically, if you want to make the sword in a stone and it takes a broken sword fragment and you don't have enough of those, you'll want to go to your upcycle tab at the time bending table and check to see what color and how much dust you'll need to make the item you want to make. You'll also need mist, and in some cases you're going to need glimmer. I think I've found that it's a lot of cases that you're going to need glimmer. Now, things to keep in mind. If you haven't yet collected an item, you cannot make more of that item until you've already collected one. For instance, I have not collected the level 4 hourglass fragments yet, so there are 4 of them that I still need. The one I really want is that pink floral pillow. It is so adorable. I really want that, but I'm not going to be able to make any of those without actually having found one. Unfortunately, those fragments are a real pain because there are a lot of them. It's going to take you a couple weeks to find the day that fragment's going to be there and actually be able to find it. I wish they would do more than 1 fragment on a day. Like, it would be nice if they would do at least 2 fragments on a day. Now that we have so many of them, that's just one of those things. It is what it is. You'll also need to know what color and how much dust comes from dismantling each item. This is also very important. So all fragments are going to give you 1 yellow dust. All gifts will give you 1 green dust. All time bending parts will give you 1 purple dust, and the ancient cores will give you blue dust, and each core level will give you a different amount of dust. If you have a level 1 ancient core, it's going to give you 1 blue dust. If you have a level 2 ancient core, it'll give you 2 blue dusts. And if you have a level 3 ancient core, it will give you 3 dust. And if you're confused as to which ones are gifts, time bending parts, and fragments, you can just go to your collection screen under Eternity Isle and go down to time bending, and it will show you everything. It'll tell you what each section is, so you'll be able to know exactly which ones are gifts, time bending parts, fragments, etc. Now, in my opinion, the hardest ones to get are the cores and the fragments, since cores are only available depending on your hourglass level. And of course, we just discussed this. Fragments are only available on certain days, so they are a real pain in the butt to get. Now, gifts and time bending parts are all random, so that you can collect them just about any time. Once you know all this information, and I'd write down what color and how much dust you need so you remember. If you're anything like me, I will look at it, I will go back to what I want to make, and then I'll forget what I need. So writing it down is very helpful. But once you know all this information, you can now click dismantle while you're at your time bending table. This will open your backpack, and unfortunately, you have to have these items physically on you to use them and see what color dust they'll give you when you dismantle them. And you must dismantle something to get dust. If you don't dismantle anything, you're not just going to get free dust, okay? You have to actually take something you already have, dismantle it, and it will basically crush it into dust, okay? So let's say we needed more of the broken sword so we can make that sword in a stone. Here you can see what color dust and how much you will need to make more broken swords. In this case, we're going to need 1 yellow dust because it is a fragment fragment and 200 mist. So make sure you have mist as well, and each item will cost you 200 mist to upcycle. And like I said before, keep in mind you might need some glimmer as well. All right, so let's pretend I don't have enough yellow dust to make another broken sword. What we'll do is find a fragment in our backpack that will dismantle and create yellow dust. We just have to go into our dismantle screen and we'll find one that will create yellow dust, which will be a fragment. And once we have that done, and I don't actually need more of these, but I will dismantle one of these just to show you how it works. And that's it for dismantling. Really, really easy. Now that you have enough broken swords, as you can see, I have plenty. I didn't need to make any. We can now make the sword in a stone with 5,000 mist, 10 broken swords, and 25 glitter, which can be found in all the realms with your hourglass. It's really easy as long as you have the mist and the glitter available. Let's say now you want to make the ancient machines and you need the basic one and it requires level 1 ancient cores. It only requires 2, but for some reason you don't have enough of those, but you have an overabundance of level 3 cores. I'm not saying this is real world that this would actually happen, but let's just say that. Now here's the fun thing about the process. You can now dismantle a level 3 core and you will receive 3 blue dust. And this will make 3 level 1 cores because the level 1 cores only take 1 blue dust each. Now remember, you must already have collected these items before you can make more of them. So this rings true with the ancient cores as well. You cannot make level 3 cores if you haven't upgraded your hourglass to level 3, and you must have at least collected one of them. Upcycling can also help you get the time bending parts that you'll also need to make any of the ancient machines. And of course, the level machine you can make also depends on the level of your hourglass, so make sure you keep that in mind. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial, and if you did, make sure you click on that next one and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, bye!